Hi, happy, healthy women. This is Rosaly Didonna from the Purifying Place. I'm recording my series, Align and Thrive, Live Your Truth. They will be live in a couple months or so once I have access to creating lives on Facebook. But yeah, I'm Rosaly Didonna. I'm a spiritual life coach and healer. And my mini series or segment is focused on living your truth. And in order to live your truth, we're really going to talk about today what does that really mean to live your truth? And I'm going to kind of guide you through why aligning with your authentic self is the key to unlocking your true potential. So this is kind of like for any of us, and we've all been there where we might have felt lost or stuck, or like something might just be a little bit off in our life and we don't really know what's missing. I know I've felt like that before, and I'm sure many of you can relate. Um, a lot of the times, because of the programming and the conditioning of this human experience, we think we have to strive, we have to hustle, we have to do more to like fill that void within us that doesn't feel whole, when really it's about doing less and instead being more. So when we allow ourselves to release all that external noise and not operate from a place that is based on the conditions of this external world, when we come back to the truth from within, then we are more powerful that way, right? We reclaim our power. And that is what living in aligned alignment with your soul is. It's stepping back into your power. And when we're disconnected from that truth, we can struggle, we can get frustrated, and we can just honestly start living on autopilot and living this life that we're not even sure what the meaning is or why we're doing the things we're doing. And it no longer becomes a life that is ours to begin with. It just becomes like moving through the motions, kind of, so to speak. So when you can step back into your power and reclaim it, um, that's the power of living in line with your soul. Um, so when you're authentic, you embrace who you are unapologetically. You show up as you are. And I kind of like going back on what I said previously, it's not that when you align with your soul, you're never going to have any struggles or hiccups in the road or things like that. It just means that you can move from a more unshakable foundation of who you truly are. And it's not going to kind of throw you off course. And you're just going to have more ease with how you move. You're going to have more peace and more lasting joy. Um, but yeah, anyway, going back to authenticity. When you show up as you truly are, it means that you're not draining your energy, right? You're saying no to what drains your energy and saying yes to what actually lights you up, what actually brings joy, what actually fulfills your soul, what actually brings you peace. And that sounds all wonderful and good, although sometimes that can be hard, especially when we have expectations from family, we have expectations from society of how we should look, how we should operate, what kind of job we should have, what kind of car we should drive. So, these are all, when we talk about authenticity and living in line with our soul, all these things sound wonderful and good, but we have to also be aware that there are things that are keeping us from truly showing up authentically and truthfully, like we know we should. And that means accepting all parts of yourself, even the shadow parts. And this is not about spiritual bypassing and thinking happy thoughts all the time and expecting yourself to be perfect, like I said, and expecting no problems or struggles. It's far from that, right? Soul alignment can even be this, um, can be hard, like I said, because of those expectations of society, of the conditioning of this world, of from family and society and everything around you and your friends and your relationships. Um, but when you can hold all of the aspects of that and still move with awareness, that's when you step into your full potential, right? That's when you can step into your soul's purpose. When you release the hold of that on you. And that's part of why working with a coach is really powerful. Here's the thing, it's not always easy. Like I said, it takes courage to stand in your authenticity, especially when it means facing those fears, facing those insecurities, the judgment, right? But again, the reward in the end is well worth it. Well worth it. I know for me, like on this path, I've had to let go, and sometimes I didn't have to let go. The relationships literally fell like this. People disappeared, fell from the face of the earth when I started embodying who I truly am. Because there are going to be people who can't deal with it, who liked the old you, who liked the small you, who liked the quiet you. And it's your um, choice and your decision to show up as who you truly are, and giving yourself grace during the process of that, because it can be hard when you align with your truth. Things will shift, doors will open, um, more aligned opportunities will come, and you'll feel more fulfilled and have peace. Although, what comes with that is also letting go of the old. And, because of our nervous system, because of our patterns and our conditioning, that process can be difficult, because, familiar things bring us comfort, and it just makes sense. So giving yourself that compassion, working with a coach or working with a counselor, or whatever it is, that you need the support in during that time, and just ongoing, honestly, is going to be the most fruitful for you. But yeah, let's kind of look into a few steps that you could take to start today to align with your truth. Number one is commit to self awareness. That in itself is so powerful. And um, I love Eckhart Tolle for this, is like just the power of awareness can shift things so immensely, um, yeah, just so powerfully, right? Just holding the awareness of your own thoughts makes you realize you're not your thoughts. And um, when you commit to self-awareness, you do those daily check-ins with yourself, right? What feels true for me? Does this align with my soul? Does this light me up? Is this draining my energy? Is this actually bringing me joy? What do I actually want to do with my life? And commitment to self-awareness is asking yourself all of these really important questions that maybe you've never asked yourself. And again, why working with a coach or someone who can be a reflection and help you with this, because I work with clients all the time who have never asked themselves these questions, and have realized they haven't been living an aligned life, they haven't been living their truth, because they weren't asking the right questions. um, so yeah, just that commitment to self-awareness, checking in with yourself, bringing your presence back to the present moment, your awareness back to this present moment, will go a long way. Number two, release limiting beliefs. Oh my gosh, I love how number two is just release limiting beliefs. It sounds so easy, but um, yeah. So identifying the beliefs that are holding you back. What are the blocks that are keeping you from living authentically, from showing up as you truly are? It could be fear of judgment, fear of failure, not feeling good enough, not feeling like you look good enough, or um, not feeling like you have uh, a certain amount of prestige to do it, or a certain amount of education to do something or say something. And just allow yourself to release those things. I know it sounds so silly. It's like, yeah, release them. Um, but again, working with a coach, doing meditations, reading books, all of those can help with this releasing those limiting beliefs. And this is really my specialty in my coaching, is helping people decondition from those outwardly external um, things that have been imprinted on us, including limiting beliefs. And also recognizing that they are just old ways of being. They're old blueprints that need upgrading for the new you that you are, and the new you that you're creating. And so, yeah. release those limiting beliefs and seek help from a coach or anyone else that has the capacity to do that, to help you with that, because that is a really powerful one. Number three, practice boundaries. So, oh my gosh, this one's juicy. Like this could be a whole session. But yeah, practicing boundaries, aligning with your truth means protecting your energy. And I don't really like using the word protect, but I am going to have a masterclass on this on March 26th about protecting your energy. And if you attend that masterclass, you'll really see that it's not really actually about protection. It's about honoring who you are, recognizing um, what kind of energy you're bringing and how you're showing up, and being able to make the conscious decision of what you're not participating in or what you're not giving attention to. And that is what's going to protect your energy. That is what practicing your boundary is. So, setting those healthy boundaries for yourself will help you and allow you to thrive without compromising yourself, your values, um, making excuses for why you're tolerating certain behavior, certain events, or things in your life. You just become unapologetically you and integrate that into all aspects of your being and all aspects of your life. There's no more, oh, well, just this one time I will gossip. No, we don't practice those boundaries for yourself and for others. And number four, I have here trust the journey. Because when we think of alignment, I've talked about this before, alignment is the act of aligning. It is a action. It is a process. It is a journey. It is a marathon, right? Um, it's this continual thing that we do. We continue to show up. We continue to choose the things that bring us joy. We continue to say no to the things that we don't want to bring our energy to. Like it's a process, and we don't need to control all of it. Trust that you are doing your best, and this is all working out in your favor for your highest good for everyone involved. And trust and have faith that everything will fall into place. So I just love the number four because it's all about faith, and there's this aspect of surrender that goes with it too. And when we are aligning, when we're doing all the action that we can physically in this human world, paired with the surrender and the faith in God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, that is where you can move mountains and where miracles manifest. And it's just amazing. And finally, just remember that again, it's a self-discovery thing of growth, of renewal, of creation, and don't expect just this set destination, um, because we are all returning to source. What is really our end goal for all of us. But even in that, it's not an end goal. It's not an end destination because source, creation, universe, God is the creator, is the I am, and it continues to unfold. It continues to expand. It continues to create. Um, so yeah, just trust the journey. And yeah, I feel like that's all I want to talk about today. It's a lot, and I know we kind of went over it pretty quickly. I just didn't want to make this too long. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself, kind of give this is like a great way to just kind of bring the topic of living your truth and aligning and thriving. And I'm really looking forward to doing more of these videos in the meantime, and then eventually lives for you. Um, but now I'd love to hear from you. Like, if you want to leave in the comments, how do you currently align with your true life? Like, with the truth in your life, with your soul? What does that look like in your life? And what actions are you taking currently that are aligned? And maybe even if you feel courageous enough and vulnerable enough, um, to share, maybe what are some ways you're not showing up the most authentic, the most soul aligned, and what can you do to then, after learning what you learned here, to create that momentum and take that action in a more aligned way. Um, I'm excited to see what you have to say. And if you have any questions, you can reach out here on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at the Purifying Place. Again, I'm Rosaly Didonna, and I will see you next Friday. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Bye.